Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning, Middle Georgia. 41 Skyview in for sight is presented by Volume Chevrolet. Remember how I just mentioned that we were going to see some cloud cover moving in mid-morning? Here it is. These are forming right now because the dew point and the temperature outside just above the surface there beginning to match. So not quite low enough to where it's fog, but just above. And actually you can see it for sight right now. 72 degrees for the dew point, 72 for the temperature, right at 100% humidity, and that is exactly how you get fog. Which brings me to my next point, radiation fog. We see this all the time during the summer. How does it form? Well, the ingredients are actually pretty simple. You got to have clear skies overhead first off to let all the radiation from the sun during the day go back up into the atmosphere and back out to space. You also preferably will have calm winds. You get those two things, you get your temperature, your dew point to match, and that's how you wake up to a lot of fog in the morning. This helps even more if you get a little bit of rain ahead of the overnight hours or during the overnight hours, then you get those clouds to clear out. Which brings me to my other next point. Oftentimes on those humid mornings, it's hard to see when you wake up and you get in your car in the morning. And if it's warm outside like it is now, you want to turn the defroster down. But guess what? That's not going to clear your window up. You have to get your temperature to be above the dew point. And while your window's fogged up like this, they're the same. So you turn that defroster on high, even if it's nice and miserable because of how warm it is outside, but that will eventually defog your windshield and allow you to travel on to work or school, whatever it may be, safely. Now let's go ahead and see why this is. Again, it's because your temperature and humidity is a relationship between the two of them. It takes more moisture to saturate warmer air. So if it's 75 degrees outside and you're seeing 100% humidity, you've got to raise the temperature inside your car on that windshield up to say 76, 77 to get those dew point and your humidity down below 100%. Going throughout the day today where you're seeing plenty of moisture, dew points are in the low 70s. A few of us are in the upper 60s and you see a couple of spots, maybe a couple of showers later. Not something I would count on today to try and beat that heat because highs are in the low to mid 90s. Heat indices are going to be in the upper 90s and the low triple digits. We've already seen those. Humidity does return through the overnight hours. Even though skies are going to be clear. Another great night for that radiation fog. Some of us may wake up to a bit of that tomorrow morning before we head into another scorcher of an afternoon as highs get into the mid to upper 90s.